Hello. Hello, hello. Anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? Do. One person. Hello. Hello, one person in the eye. One person in the eye. So I'm just playing with my little tree parts here. They're not anywhere near as pointy looking as hers are, but I'm trying to make them pointy. We're going to glue these puppies together. And then we're going to make a star. And then we're going to make a basket to put it in. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. I might try a different pattern at some point, too. Hi, Sherry. It's Sherry. Sherry's here. Yeah, there's plenty of patterns using this method of the spirally, tree things. Hello, Michelle. I might try a different pattern, maybe a different hook. Maybe it needs to be tighter. I don't know. I just don't like that they're not as pointy as hers. I mean, hers are like really, really pointy, but we're going to make it work. We are going to make this one work. That's all I got. Okay. I mean, I knew when I first started this one, the very first one, the little orange one, it was like it didn't do much of a. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm having difficulties today. And if I don't fix my difficulties, I'm going to be really, really annoyed. So I'm driving home from the yarn store. I had to go to the yarn store in town. I'm driving home. And my phone had been wanting to do an update. And I kept telling it, no, don't do an update. Because I know my phone's going to shut down and all that. So I didn't want it to do it. It did it anyhow. I'm talking to Sue on the phone and my phone it died, just quit. I'm like, ugh. So it does this update and it takes it about, 10, 15 minutes to do this update. I get home and I'm like, it wasn't the same as any normal update on my phone where my phone just shuts down and I turn it back on. No, it was doing all kinds of weird things. It's like, start here. And I'm like, what? And then all this AI crap came up. And then I had to agree to terms and conditions and all this other junk. And I'm like, what in the world is going on, right? So anyhow, I got through all that stuff. And my phone came back on just, like normal. I'm like, okay, fine. So I come in here and I schedule my live and I try to get my thumbnail just like I normally do. I have to plug my phone into my computer. And then I go into my computer and I find my phone and I get the pictures and videos I need. And it transfers that way. It wouldn't transfer. It would not. It said there was nothing. They could not find anything. No files in my phone. And I'm like, so I couldn't do a thumbnail. I could never get it to do a thumbnail. So then I hopped into my video editor real quick. And I was like, let me just pretend I'm going to make a video. And let me go and try to find a picture or a little video clip. No. It keeps saying no files found. I'm like, no. That means if I can't get this to work, I cannot make another video until I can get the stuff from my phone to my computer. I am so annoyed with the whole thing. I'm just, at this point, it's a good thing I had to go live because I was getting mad. I was just getting mad. So I'm like, anyhow. Okay, I'm going to start with gluing these together so that they can dry while we make our star and we make our base. Okay, so do I put the glue inside the blue one or do I put it around the green one? Which way should we go? Okay, look, they just seem to fall down in too far. Like they're supposed to. Okay, I don't want it. I think I'm going to put it on the green so that it doesn't. And I don't. How much glue? How much glue? Where do I put the glue? I don't know. Yes, Sherry, I am beyond annoyed at this point. Now I can't get glue out of my bottle. Jeez. You know, there are some days. There are definitely some days you're just like, okay. How about if I just go back to bed and I just start the whole day over? Right? Oh, got a call earlier. Hello, Brenda. It's like, no, it's like the glue, the whole, there's like no air pressure. You know what I mean? I'm feeling no air. Let me go grab a toothpick real quick. Yeah, Sherry, has Michelle been baking today? That's the question. You know, when you squeeze the glue bottle, you can usually tell, you know, if there's any air getting through or if there isn't. It feels like there's no air getting through. Okay, look, Q-tip. You guys, I'm telling you, this is not a Q-tip. Now where do I put the thing? Now I got a gluey toothpick. All right, let's try that. Peanut butter cookies. Oh, well, yum. It's always something. Okay, there. I realize the glue's not down into the tip, but at least I can squeeze the bottle and, you know, I get air to come out. So get the glue to come down. Come on. Come on, glue. Still no glue. You guys. Oh, pray tell. Help me. Help me. Help me, Rhonda. There's plenty of glue in this bottle. Come on. Here it comes. Is it coming? No. Still not coming out. Come in. Oh, Lord. I'm probably going to end up with a... There it goes. End up with a big old goober snot of glue everywhere, right? Feel weird putting glue on my crochet. You ever glued your crochet? I've never glued my crochet. You ever cut your crochet apart? People cut it. Have you ever done that? How far down do I go? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm just gonna sit it on there like a little top hat, like that. Don't go down too far. First time you made peanut butter cookies? How'd they turn out? I'm sure they were yummy. I'm sure they were yummy, yummy in your tummy. Okay. God, I wish I had something to like set this in. I do. One moment. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. That's my little canister full of rhinestones. We're gonna, there. Oh, look at that. That's what I want it to do. Oh, look. Now, if it spun, that would even be better, right? I could just spin it around. Okay. Well, let's just keep going. Okay, hang on. I'll move this up so you can tell what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to glue right around here. Add some glue. This feels so weird, what I'm doing. It doesn't need a ton of glue. Remind me to ask you guys in a second after I'm done gluing here. We're going to talk about the name of this holiday. What is the name of this holiday? We're going to talk about that in a second. There, see, they're supposed to like separate. So that's, I'm liking them. They're separating. See, before they were just like all like falling down on each other. Maybe that's because you have to glue them where you want them. Or they're going to fall down on each other. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm just barely sitting them on there. There, perfect. Now just glue on there. Just hold on there. Hold on. Is it touching? I don't know. All right, one more time for this little orange one. Okay, come on. Oh, I gotta squeeze this really hard. It doesn't want to come out. No, stop moving. Okay. It's getting really thick. I think that's, look, this glue is not supposed to be all thick like that, but it is. It's thick. All right. And there's the little orange piece on the top. Okay. All right. I'm liking it so far. Okay. All right. We're just going to leave this sit here to dry. That's what we're going to do. I think. It looks cool on the bottle, doesn't it? this will leave it on the bottle. How's that? We got a nice glistening tree trunk there and put some decorations on it. We'll call it good. All right. Okay. Just dry. You're dry. Now I got snot. That's what I got here. I got snot all over the tip here. Don't say anything. Don't go there. Don't make it dirty. Okay. Don't make it dirty. Oh boy. All right, there. Okay. Well, I think we go right into the star next. And we got to make 2 stars and then we glue them together and do something magical over there. I don't know what for sure. Something magical though. Okay. So let's make a star, folks. Let's make 2 stars. I hope we can finish this. That's what I'm hoping. All right. And I got to talk to you about this holiday. You notice I haven't, no, make a magic ring. What am I doing? Make a magic ring and do 10 single crochet in the magic ring. All right. 10 single crochets. I just thought of something. I was looking around for brown yarn for the base of the tree. This yarn was this Hobby Lobby yarn, which was a 3-weight. So this is 3-weight, although this yarn still looks this yarn here looks much thicker than this yarn. So then I just had a thought. All those browns that I had from the Halloween countdown box, the browns, I could have used those. I still can. They were DK, weren't they? I might go find one. I might just go find one. Okay, and now slip stitch into your first stitch. Okay, slip stitch. We got that. Okay, now what? All right, girl, come on. What do we do now? What do we do next? What do we do next? Okay, now we chain 4. We're going to start making the points of our star. The points of our star. Oh, and single crochet down the... It's not very clear. Single crochet in the second chain. Single crochet. I think it was a single crochet in the next chain. Make more sense? No, it was a half double. I was going to say it would make more sense. It was a half double. It is. So single crochet in the second chain from the hook, then a half double, then a double. So you're just going down the chain, single, half double, double. All right. Hi, Karen. And then we slip stitch, but she doesn't tell us which stitch to slip stitch into. Do we slip stitch into the same one or the next? She doesn't tell us. Did she skip one? It almost looks like she skipped one, but I can't tell. Hang on. Okay, she's doing her double crochet. I got this part, but where does she? I think she skips one, which would make sense because we're supposed to have 5. So I'm going to skip one. I'm going to skip one, and I'm going to slip stitch. And then you do the same thing. Chain 4. And then you do a single, a half double, and a double back down the chain. And then you slip stitch, and we're going to skip again. We want to have 5 when we're done. Will this turn out? If we're skipping one, we have 10 stitches, right? And we're skipping one. That should work, right? Oh, Karen, thank you, honey. You're so sweet. We're going to talk about that word you just used there, that H word, not happy. And you guys won't be able to really help me out because I can't hear what you'd have to say. I can't hear your words. But if you could type it, how do you pronounce this holiday? How do you pronounce it? There was a debate on the radio station I was listening to today, how to pronounce it. So they said, here's what they said. In Hocus Pocus, they say it's Halloween. Halloween. Halloween? Something like that. But then the girl, the DJ person, she was like, but it's from All Hallows Eve, right? That's where it derived from. So she said, so like hall, like you go down the hallway. So Halloween. So there was 2 choices. Halloween or Halloween. Halloween or Halloween. I don't know. And then I was like, I don't say it either way. I don't say it either one of those ways. I say Halloween. It's like Halloween. Halloween. Like more like holographic. Holographic Halloween. Do you say? I mean, I wish I could hear how you guys would say it. If you said it, Halloween, Halloween. Okay, is that how I'm saying it, Sherry? Halloween, right? Halloween. Is that how you say it? I don't say it either of the ways that she was talking about. I was like, okay, that's weird. I don't say hall. It's not a Halloween. And it wasn't Halloween. That's what it was. Halloween or Halloween. I don't say it either way. I say Halloween. How like howdy. Halloween? Halloween. Okay. Okay, that worked. There's my little star. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Okay. Oh, I need a needle now. Geez, you guys. You know, you'd think I'd be prepared, but my phone is driving me crazy. It's making me crazy. So yeah, I'm glad to know that I'm in good company. I say Halloween, like holographic. Halloween. Holographic. Okay? Like, ha ha ha, Halloween, Halloween, ha ha ha, Halloween. So that's how I say it, right? Halloween. Okay. Those people must be in the South or something. I don't know. I don't know. I found out that my boy child is going to be in town today. He's actually coming to trick or treat. Hi, Emma. Coming to trick or treat with Jackson and the girls. They're going to go trick or treat together. Oh, I'm not starting with a slip knot. Jeez, Mindy. I'm just all like thrown off. I'm all in a like dilly willy tilly dizzy thing. I don't know. Boy. Oh. Sorry, I got to count to 10. I can't count to 10 very well and talk. Although I'm counting now, I'm at 5. I'm still talking, but you know, maybe I can count to 10 and still talk. That's 6. I can get there. I can get there. I can get there. 9 and 10. There we go. Not too bad. Yeah. I told him, yeah, he's either gonna come over before they go trick-or-treating. He gets out of work at 2. And it's a good hour and 15 minutes from his house to here. Trick-or-treating doesn't start until 6, so they're gonna meet up. I think they're meeting up at Meijer where we go grocery shopping. They're going to meet there and go trick-or-treating, which means they're going to trick-or-treat out in Grand Ledge, which is interesting. They don't live in Grand Ledge, but, you know. Guess there's good trick-or-treating places in Grand Ledge. All right. These stars are not too hard to make, but now I know we got to sew them together. And then we got to attach it. Yeah, so I think he's going to come over before they go trick-or-treating. That would make sense. I told him, I said, maybe come over, maybe we'll get pizza or something, you know, send you off with belly full of pizza to go trick-or-treating. I'm so surprised how many different places do Halloween stuff. See, Halloween. You know, like trunk or treats, or like I just found out today I was watching the Yarn Gardens live, and Charlotte does a whole town trick-or-treating thing the Monday before Halloween. See, I can't even say it that way. I say it and I'm like, no, that's wrong. Where they shut down the main street and everything, and the kids can just kind of pop back and forth, go to all the businesses and whatnot, get candy and goodies. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. And then Grand Ledge, I heard they do the same thing. Dale said Eaton Rapids used to do it. He doesn't know if they still do because, I mean, he doesn't live out there anymore. But and then there's all these like churches and other places that do like trunk or treats, you know. I've never ever been to a trunk or treat. Have you been to a trunk or treat? It is not something that I've ever been to. Nothing I've ever done, you know. They didn't really have those when my kids were little, you know. And now churches do them, schools do them, businesses. I mean, I think Walmart does something. I know that one time Dale and I were, we were over at Walmart and we were like, what are all of these people doing? And out in the parking lot, I don't know if it was a trunk or treat or if it was just like a big line of Walmart giving away stuff. I don't know for sure. I'm going to cut this a little bit longer so I can sew my stars together. Oh, my stars. We got to sew them together. So, okay. Now I do need a needle. Okay, for my stars. They look like stars, right? They look like stars just perfectly. Let me see what she does. I know that we sew them together. Somebody I watched, they pull it like they sew them together and they pull it all the way through the tree. Yep, she's sewing them together. I knew that. I knew she was going to sew them together. I need a needle. I'll be right back. I keep leaving you guys. I know I keep leaving you. I'll be right back. As much crap as I have, you guys, and as much as I feel like it's all over the place, I can still find my stuff. Isn't that weird? I can still find it. I still know where it's at. Okay, I went and grabbed this Halloween box. Here's the browns that I didn't want to use. I'm going to look at those and see if I want to do my basket in one of those versus this. These are yarns I want. Those are the ones I want. The browns are the ones I don't want to use. Let's see. Let's see what we think, first of all. What do we think about size comparison? If I use this, these aren't hanged up in any way, shape, or form, but let's see. What do we think about size comparison? They're not bad. Look. Not bad, not bad. Okay, maybe I should use one of these. Because this is quite thick. This is much thicker than... It's still, these are both 3 weights. Now, mind you, they're both 3 weights, but this brown, this Casey cotton, is just much thicker. It feels thicker. How would I use this, like, right now if I don't have it hanged up? Hang on. I think I have another brown. Hang on. Hang on. One more time. One more time. This was from an advent from last year. Some other colors I didn't use. I didn't care for. Didn't want to put in my project. I think there's a brown in here, though. There might be 2 browns. There's a brown. There's a brown. Is there another brown? Thought there were a couple. No. Bunch of greens, though. Look at these. Oh, you know those are not my colors, right? Those are not my colors. I could use that brown. It's all hanged up and ready to go. Okay, let's do that. Let's try that. Okay. See, this is why, these would work. They would work. I would have to hang them up, right? And I don't feel like doing that right now. I can't do that right now. Not with you guys here. No. All right. So we're going to sew these together. Our stars. When Candy started getting hacked, Maybe. I don't know. The first thing I want to do is I want to weave in this end and close up my magic ring and make that hole as tight and small as possible. Let's make it a tight little hole. Oh boy. Sorry. So sorry. This needle is not wanting to go through there. It's tight. It's snug. God, I can't get it through. Come on. Oh, jeez. I was going to say something else. I won't say it. Oh, it had to do with the needle. This part of the needle right there. I'll let you use your imagination. What I might have gonna say. Oh boy. Okay. You know, I gotta have some fun. Like I said, I'm like, it's been a rough day. And I don't know why. It's not really, nothing really terrible has happened, but okay. There we go. All right, we're calling that good. And I don't have to cut it super close because this is going to be the inside of the star. Inside of the star. Right, Brenda? I know. My mind is going to, you know. I clearly wasn't reading Fourth Wing last night before I went to bed. I was reading one of my fall spicy romance books. Oh, goodness. Come on. Get out of there. Okay, tighten it up. Pull it tight, pull it tight, pull it tight. Okay. Man, I'm having to tug on this bad boy. Nobody wants to watch today. They're all leaving us. Thank you for still being here, Brenda and Sherry and whoever else is still here. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. All right. Got 2 stars. Let's put these together. However I manage to sew them together is the way they're going to be. I do want to make sure I have front to back, back to front. You know what I'm saying? I want the right sides out. That's what I want. I want the right side out. I want the right side out. I want the left side in, and we spin it all around. I'm not doing every stitch. I'm just doing, you know, a few. I don't know. I might have needed more yarn than this because I got a ways to go. I'm trying to do like one on each side. 1 stitch on the side, 1 stitch in the point. So the point stays nice and erect. And a stitch over here on this side. Oh, don't pull it too tight because then it messes up. Then 1 down here in the valley. Yeah, I needed more yarn than this to sew this together. I do have the other tail. See it? It's right there. I might be able to use that and go the other direction. Am I going to buy any diamond panties? Oh, Emma. I'm not certain I need any diamond panties. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Was it Emma that said that? It was Emma that said that. It was. Oh, boy. Emma. I know. Spell check got ya. He gotcha. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and weave this end in and use that other tail to... Who's been thinking about what? What did I miss? What are you guys talking about? Oh, birds in the mailbox. Oh, yeah, the Susan Wingate. Sorry, I missed that. And then there's a Thomas Kincaid. Uh-huh. 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 Text to talk. That'll get you. That'll get you, Emma, every time. It'll get you. One of Dale's friends, his friend, the convenience store friend, he is a huge text to talk to text thing. And oh my, there are times when I'm like, what? like what? What was that supposed to be? My dad does it too. My dad's terrible. He's terrible. Can't understand half of what he says. We were at his house yesterday for, I don't even know how long, you guys. He calls up Dale and he's like, hey, yeah, we figured that out, Emma. It's funnier as panties, though. You gotta admit, it's funnier as panties. No, not buying any diamond panties, though. I don't know if I'm buying any diamond paintings either. Anyhow, we were at my dad's house for like 2 hours or so. He calls up Dale and he's like, hey, you ever gonna be around this way? I don't have any lights in my barn in the upstairs, up in the loft. Wondered if you could look at it. I think it's light bulbs, but I don't know. Could be like all the bird poop getting in the sockets or something. We're like, oh goodness. So we go over there. And I mean, the first thing I asked my dad, I'm like, okay, you got light bulbs. Yeah, they're right there. I'm like, and you tested the light bulbs. Yeah, I tested the light bulbs. I tested them in that lamp right there. I'm like, okay, just want to make sure you tested your light bulbs and they're good light bulbs. Yeah, they're good light bulbs. Okay, all right. So we get out to the barn. Dale gets up on the ladder, right? Puts in the first light bulb, tries it, and it doesn't work. The lights don't work. So then Dale spends the next, I don't even know how long. I don't even know how long. Right, Sherry? I mean, you got to do what it takes sometimes, right? So then Dale spends all this time looking at like where the switches are. Which switch? My dad didn't even know which switch turned on the lights upstairs, you guys. He didn't know which switch turned them on. And we're like, okay. So we played around, and Dale's looking at wires, and he's like, well, these wires coming out of these lights go down here. So my guess is they go down to this switch that's by the door. And my dad was trying to say, no, I think it's this switch over here. And we're, oh gosh. It took forever. And Dale couldn't figure it out. He's like, I have no idea. I don't even know. And so then we started thinking about light bulbs. I'm like, did you try another light bulb? Did you try a different light bulb? And he's like, no. He said these work. And I'm like, I know, but did we try another light bulb? No, we did not try another light bulb. Well, so then Dale tries a light bulb right there in the socket over the shop area. Light bulb works. I'm like, okay, well, take it upstairs and see if it works. You know what? You know what happened, right? Before I even say it, he took it upstairs, put it in the light, and of course, it worked. Of course it worked, you know? So it was a light bulb issue all along. So then we just had to find 3 light bulbs that work. So we tested all of them first in the light by the shop that Dale could test them in before he even took them up there, because up in the hayloft, up in the top of the barn, it's tall. He's on this great big tall ladder, and he's still having to stretch a little bit to get up to the lights. So you don't want to climb that ladder too many times, right? So made sure he had 3 bulbs that worked. And that's all it was light bulbs, you guys. It was just light bulbs. But my dad telling me that they all work. Yeah, I just tested them. They all work. No, they didn't. No, they didn't, Dad. No. Oh, look at my little tree. Okay, so this is going to go up here somehow. I don't know. Do we glue it on there? I think I'm going to run a piece of thread through, maybe. But let's move on. Let's make our let's make a trunk. We're going to make a trunk out of hot chocolate. This is hot chocolate. Get your bling. Oh, except you know what? This is fingering weight yarn. This is too fine. This one doesn't work. Darn it all. This one won't work because this is fingering weight. Oh. Poop on my shoes. Poop on my shoes. I really want to use this one. This one's red and I want to use that. It's like brown and gray. Okay, well, we're gonna make a mess here. That's what we're gonna do. This is DK weight. This is what I want to use. So we're gonna make a mess, and this is what we're gonna do. I'll show you what we're gonna do. We are gonna take this, and we are going to. Does it fit this way? Sure does. Fits right on my light pad right over here. Okay, we're gonna cut our little strings apart here. I'll probably just end up rolling this into a ball when I'm done. There's one. Where's the other ones? Okay. There's another one. Here's the third one. So this should be the one that has the ends. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, which one do I want? Which way? Okay, let's go like this. Maybe I need to flip this over. Feels like it's upside down. Okay, we're gonna flip it like that. Okay, there we go. There. Ta-da! 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 Okay. Sometimes, folks, you just gotta be ingenious, you know? Hi, Mary Lou. Look, we're making this right here. These little cute little Christmas trees. Not this part. Just the Christmas tree on top. Okay. We're making a Christmas tree. We got a star. Star goes on top. Okay. Now we're gonna make a base. That's where we're up to next. We're making a base for our Christmas tree. These aren't really that hard to make, and it's taking a lot longer than it needs to because, supply chain issues. We're having supply chain issues. Okay, hang on. I don't need to listen to you talk. Some lady trying to sell me something. Okay. Magic ring. What do you know? What do you know about that? We're making a magic ring. And we're putting 6 single crochets in our magic ring with our fancy hand-dyed DK weight yarn. I think it's going to be perfect. That's what I think. I think it's going to be perfect. I did scratch and win. I got buy one, get one half off. You got 23% off, huh? I got buy one, get one half off. I wonder if it's the same, like if you go back the next time. I don't know, because I didn't save the code or anything. I'll probably go back in. I'll have to spin again or something. I'm not certain. Oh man, now I'm going to need a stitch marker. Yep, now I'm going to need a stitch marker. Because now we're doing an increase in every stitch around for a total of 12 when we're done. So I'm going to want a stitch marker. You guys, you'll just have to forgive me. I just keep leaving you. I just keep leaving. That was wrong. How did that work? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's my 6th? Why is this all weird like? Okay, hang on. Gotta have a stitch marker. Oh, you screenshotted yours. See, you were smart. I didn't do that. I wasn't ready to purchase anything at the time, and so I just closed it. Like I said, when I go back in, I probably have to spin again. I'll probably get something different. Right? That's likely. I'll go back in. I'll be like, zonk, trick, you got nothing. Okay, I don't even like this at all. This is wrong. Sorry. I don't like that at all. Loops were in the wrong places, and it was not pretty. So we're going to start over. We're just going to start over. Okay? Like something got twisted along the way or something. I don't know. Send good vibes my way, you guys, that my phone and my computer get their act together and communicate with each other so that I can, make videos in the future here. Because if all that stuff gets stuck in my phone, how am I going to make a video? I don't know. I got so much stuff recorded in my phone right now. It's bizarre how much I have recorded. I just recorded something today even. I don't know what that's about. The other thing that's been annoying me is when I watch videos, because I don't have an iPad or a tablet or anything. So I watch videos on my phone, right? But it's been so dark lately. It's like my screen goes dark, and not dark, but just dim. I don't know why it's doing that. We were talking about phones one day, Josh and I. Josh and I have the same phone. And we were both like, yeah, I don't want to get rid of my phone. I love my phone. My phone is the bomb. You even go to the store and they're like, yeah, you guys have the best phone. You have the best phone. And we don't want to get a new phone. But if it's going to start doing all this weird crap, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't want a new phone. 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 Oh, good. We got directions here for the next 3 rounds. So round 3, she's doing a chain 1 in between, and I'm not. I'm just going continuous rounds. I hate that chain 1 thing. I hate it with a passion. So this round is single crochet. Got to put a stitch marker in there. Single crochet, then an increase. Single crochet, then an increase. We should end up with 18 stitches when we're done. Okay? Single crochet, increase. Single crochet, increase. Energy saver. I did not check that. I checked all of my brightness things and whatnot. You know what I mean? I didn't check energy saver though. Where do I find that? Because I'll go look right now. Where do I find energy saver? Hang on. I'll go into settings and I'll just search for it. I'll just search energy saver. I don't care about saving no energy. Right? Energy saver display. Energy saver screensaver. Screensaver data saver. Now. I know, right? That's exactly what I thought, Emma. I'll have my kid look at it when he's here. Fix my phone. Make this work. I do that often. Nope, I only have screensaver, display, and data saver. Where would you find energy? Where would you find energy saving? Anybody have a clue? Modes and routines, sounds and vibration, notifications, display, battery, power saving. No, power saving is off. It's not that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, back to our regularly scheduled programming, what we're working on. Oh boy. Okay, that was round 3. I didn't count. Did you count? I didn't count. Do I have 18 stitches? I don't know. We hope so. Okay, next round is, oh, I hate it when they do it this way. Single crochet, increase, single crochet. And then you repeat that. So, oh, I need yarn. Hang on. I got to unwind. Oh, no, not that much. I don't want to unwind all that. No, you guys, you stay on the light pad. I only want one round here. Hang on. Come on. Oh, Dilly Willy Wonker. Dilly Willy Wonker. We're twisted. Or we're... Hang on. We got to go through here. Hang on. We got to unwind our yarn. There we go. Okay. Now, what do we got? Holy guacamole, folks. Holy guacamole. I'm going to unwind a little bit of it here. Where do you want to go? All the way through? Okay, we'll go all the way through. Right. Do not do as I do. Okay, do not do as I do. Oh. No, not the battery saver. Okay. Okay, so it was single crochet, increase, single crochet, and then another single crochet. Then an increase. So now we're to the point where we're doing 2 singles and then an increase. 2 singles and then an increase. Then 2 singles, then an increase. Then 2 singles, then an increase, and we have 1 single left. Okay. Perfect. They do it that way instead of just doing 2 singles increase, 2 singles increase. They do it weirdly. Okay, Sherry, you know, I did that. And you know what? It did work. It did work for a little bit, but it came back and did it again. And then, of course, when I just had this whole reset, my phone reset baloney, it turned off again and it came back and it's okay. Like right now, it's fine. Like here's a video and it's fine. The brightness is just fine. It seems like it works for a little while and then it quits again. There's got to be a reason why. Am I right? Must be a reason why. I don't know what that is. Okay, so this round we're doing 3 singles and an increase. This is very small. I hope it gets bigger. 3 singles and an increase. We should have 30 stitches when we're done. This one's easy to count. They're in groups of 5, so that's 10. This is 15. This is 20. This makes 25. And then I should have 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, and an increase. So I got 30 stitches. Look at me go. Look how little that is. It's so tiny. Why is it so little? It can't be that little. That's not going to make a good pot for our tree, is it? Oh, hang on. That won't make a very good pot for our tree. Okay, hers is much larger. What's she doing now? This is supposed to go inside the... No. Where did we go? We went to a different video. No. Oh, gosh. I don't think this is big enough for my... Maybe I should have used the other yarn. I don't know. It would be bigger. I just thought it was going to be too big. This looks too small. Because now we're just doing a back loop all the way around. And this is the base. So the back loop starts to make the sides. And that's our base. This goes inside our tree, right? Okay, well, okay. We're going for it. We're going to try it and see what it does. So this round is back loop only all the way around. Okay, I need more yarn. Hang on. It's a good use of this yarn, actually. More yarn. Must have more yarn. Oh, there we go. All right, back loop only all the way around. I'm so glad you guys put up with me and my shenanigans, because, you know, this is not a perfect show around here. Definitely not a perfect show. Okay, back loop. all the way around. Back loop makes like a little ridge, and that indicates, you know, where the bottom stops and the sides start. That's what that indicates. I think you just shove this thing right up there. I think you just shove it right in the hole. And yeah, we're going to glue it in there. That's what we're doing. We're gluing it in. I'm not trying to sew this little pot onto the tree. We're going to glue it in. It's going to be a plug. Oh, God, here we go. Another dirty thought just came to mind. I'm sorry, I won't say it. We're gonna plug our Christmas trees hole. Oh. And see, I was going to get rid of this yarn. I was going to get rid of it. I was just going to give it to somebody. Get rid of it. I do have some yarn I want to give away. I just don't know the best way to do it. I'm going to do a little itty bitty yarn giveaway. I was either going to do it in my next Yarny video or... Okay, now what are we doing? We're doing, I got to count, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7 rounds. Ugh. Now I need paper and pencil because I got to count 7 rounds. 7. Oh, look, I've used this paper before to count 8 rounds, but we're not doing 8 this time. We're doing 7. 7 rounds of just single crochets. 7 rounds of single crochets. All right. All right, here we go. 7 rounds. Count them out, folks. Count them out. I'm not counting. I'm assuming we still have 30 stitches. We're assuming we got 30 stitches. I don't know why that would have changed. All right. So, how fast can we do 7 rounds of 30? How many stitches is that? Somebody got that figured out real quick? 7 rounds of 30? Isn't that 210? Is it 210? I think so. Sometimes I don't, if I do a bunch of rounds like this, but they're not like a ton of rounds, I'll just count how many stitches it's supposed to be instead of like doing each round individually. Does that make any sense? Like if it's 2 rounds of 6, I'll just do 12 stitches. Right? Bye, Michelle. Do you guys get trick-or-treaters where you live? Do you give out candy? We have no trick-or-treaters here. Nobody comes down our road. Nope, nobody comes down our road. We could sit here all night long with, you know, I mean, we could be offering like, you know, pizza or something, but nobody's going to come get it because nobody comes down here. I got a call from the neighbor earlier today, the neighbor that lives on the other side of the pond. She says, "Hi, Mindy. Could you let Dale know that we have a cow in our backyard?" And I'm thinking, oh, Lord, Dale's not taking care of the cows anymore. You know, but she remembers that the farmer wasn't around much, you know, because he was 210. Yes, right. See? When the farmer was staying over at the home and he wasn't here and Dale was kind of taking care of stuff, she got into the habit of calling us because Dale was usually, here's how it would work. She would call Brad and Brad would be busy at the home. So he'd call Dale and ask Dale if he could come take care of something. So she just got into the habit of calling, well, she doesn't call Dale, she calls me. She doesn't even have Dale's number apparently, so she calls me. And I guess we need to tell her, start calling Brad again, because Brad's back on farm. But okay, maybe not. I'll tell you why. So she calls me, and Dale's getting ready to leave because he's got scrap. He's got the old furnace and air conditioner from my other house. And he's getting ready to take that in to the scrap yard. I call him. I'm like, hey, could you do me a favor? I said, I don't know if you want to do it or if you want to call Brad, but the neighbors called and they have a cow in their backyard, like in their backyard, you know. And he's like, okay, well, I'll call Brad. I'm like, okay. So then he calls me back and he says, okay, Brad's going to come down in a minute and get the cow. He had turned the fence off because he's getting ready to move the cows to a different pasture. So he turned the fence off so he can go move. No trick-or-treaters for you either, Sherry. Huh? So he could go move fence around without worrying about getting shocked. Okay. So I was like, okay, cool. Brad's going to go take care of his own cow, get his cow out of the neighbor's backyard. Well, I went to the yarn store. Dale went to the scrap place. He calls me. And he's like, so I just got home and the cow's still out in the backyard. And I'm like, what? Brad didn't go down there and take care of his cow? And he goes, apparently not. I'm like, okay. I mean, I know he doesn't get too worked up if the cows are out. He doesn't get too concerned about it because he knows they're really not going to go anywhere. I mean, unless they get out on the road or something, they normally just go back in. Well, apparently this cow was like, nope. He was staying out. He was staying in the neighbor's backyard. And Brad, the farmer, never went over there to get the cow out of their backyard. And I thought, well, that's pretty rude. I mean, you know, he knows that we don't care a lot. And Dale's here, and Dale will just go walk up to it and scare it and shoo it, and it'll go right back over the fence or under the fence or whatever. But no, Brad didn't come take care of his cow. So I get home from the yarn store, and Dale, I see his trucks over at the neighbor's. And he's over there, and I was like, okay, well, he's getting the cow. And he did. The cow was still in the backyard. And all he did was walked up to it and kind of just chased it back towards the fence, and he could tell where it had come through, you know. And the cow went back into the field. And we still have not seen Farmer Brad. I haven't seen him. He hasn't been over there to, you know, move the cows to a different location or anything. But I was like, well, that's kind of rude. Those people next door, I mean, they get a little more, they don't want chickens in their front yard, let alone cows in their backyard. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, Dale got the cow moved back into the pasture. No sign of Brad yet. I'm like, okay, you know? And this is the stuff that Dale will do just because, you know, you know. And, you know, I'm sure the neighbors appreciate it because they didn't want the cow in their backyard, you know, in their grass. Lord forbid, they got cow prints and cow piles in their backyard. But seriously, shouldn't the farmer come take care of his cow? It was just a baby cow. It was a bigger cow, bigger baby, but still a baby. It's always the young ones that get out. It's never the great big ones. They never get out. Just the little ones. Yes, Karen, several times I have been there. Largest yarn store I've been into ever. Yep, it's very large. They got a lot of yarn there. I'm sure there are yarn stores somewhere that are larger, but probably in Michigan, that's probably the biggest one. Spun in Ann Arbor is pretty big, but it's not as big as Michigan Fine Yarn. They got everything there, I swear. They got a bunch of yarn. Okay, that's 4 rows of our pot. We're making it. You want to go. Where do you live, Karen? Where do you live? I think it was, I don't know, last week, this week, right around this time, a shop hop, Southeast Michigan shop hop. And they actually had some new stores on the shop hop this time that I've never been to, never heard of. I didn't go. I didn't do any of it. First of all, I don't need any yarn. I need no yarn. And all of those stores are, well, the closest one would be about 45 minutes from me. And everything after that is further away. Hour, hour and a half, you know. You live in Toledo. Okay. I want to make some socks too. I just bought a sock book. I don't know if I showed my sock book yet. No, I haven't showed the sock book. A crochet sock book. I want to make some socks. So I'm with you on that. I also want to make fingerless gloves. I've made one pair of fingerless gloves. I made a whole set. I made the gloves. I made a little cowl-y scarf thing. And what's the other piece? There's 3 pieces because I take it to my craft shows all the time, this whole set. It's gloves. It's not a hat. What is the other piece? I can't remember. I can't remember what the third piece is. There are 3 things. Gloves. It's just like a little cowl thing that goes around your neck. And it has buttons. Yeah, it has buttons. You button it on with. What's the other piece? I don't know. I can't sell it to anybody, though. They don't want it. Nobody wants to buy it. Livonia is like an out. Wow. It's closer to you than it is to me. It's about an hour and 45 for me to get to Livonia. I mean, I would go. If you want to go sometime, I'd go with me either. It's a very interesting store. Most expensive yarn I've ever seen in my life is at that store. I mean, it was like ungodly. It was like hundreds of dollars. It was like crazy. I don't even remember what it is now, but it was in a special showcase. Angie and I were there, and we were like, does that say what we think it says? And we're like, it does. Yes. It was like hundreds of dollars for a hanky yarn. And I was like, oh my, what is that made out of, right? There's a lot of stuff in that store. You really have to, like, just take your time, have no expectations, just be willing to go in and just wander and look. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot there. You could get overwhelmed for sure. Now, they do have it fairly nice and organized. It must have been something like that. It must have been some really fancy yarn because it was so expensive. But yeah, they have like, I think they have it pretty much organized. Like when you go in and the left side of the store is like, I don't want to say name brand yarns, but they are they're like brand yarns, like Plymouth, but there's some of that on the other side too. I would say the left side, okay, the right side is hand dyed. Let's just phrase it that way. The right side of the store is hand dyed yarns, and the left side of the store is just regular, dye-lotted yarns. Okay, does that make sense? All the acrylic is on the left side. There is wool on the left side too, but the acrylic is over there for sure. And the right-hand side is like pretty much all the hand-dyed yarns. And they got a lot of them. They got a ton of buttons. Got a huge button selection. This is our last round, by the way. This is making a nice little pot. It's pretty. It's brown and gray. I mean, is it supposed to look like a tree trunk? I kind of thought maybe it was supposed to look like a tree trunk, but she calls it a pot. You could make it whatever color you wanted. I could have made it hot pink, I suppose, if I'd wanted to. Hot pink would have gone with my colors now, wouldn't it? But we made a brown one. Okay, we got a brown one. So you are probably close to most of the Detroit stores. The Southeast Michigan Shop Hop. You should look that up sometime. Southeast Michigan Shop Hop. Okay, there's our 7 rounds, our little pot. Do we need to stuff it? My guess is we should stuff it, but I would stuff it. Do we stuff it? Let's find out. What's she want us to do now? What do we do now? Oh, now we start to decrease. 3 single crochets and a decrease. Okay. 3 single crochets and a decrease. Remember, we're just going to shove this up our tree. Oh, I still think it should be stuffed. There's some nice shops in the Southeast Michigan Shop Hop. Save up some money, right? Hey, one of my first advents I bought for this year, my first yarn advents, it's on its way. The first one I bought was from Woolly Mama, I think is the name of it. They're in the UK. So they have to ship early because it's got a ways to go. But I've gotten notice that it is on the way. It's preparing to leave the UK. I was like, oh, all right, let's leave the UK. It's going to be the first one I get. And as I've told you, I forgot how many I've ordered. I forgot. I can come up with them. Woolly Mama? I think it's Woolly Mama. Oh goodness, what's the other one? I just had it on my brain. It's the beachy one. Cornbread and honey. The Yarn Garden. I just talked to her today about hers a little bit. The Yarn Garden. Then I ordered is it Forbidden Fibers? No, it's not Forbidden Fibers. Jolly something. Jolly something. And I ordered Bad Sheep Yarn. I just ordered theirs, and theirs is going to come pretty quickly. Theirs was like ready to go when they put out their pre-orders. That's 5. I think that's it. I could be wrong. But to the best of my recollection, I have 5. Yeah, she's doing an invisible decrease, and I'm not even trying to do that. It is too hard. Way too hard to do an invisible decrease. I have a hard time with those. I'll try to show you what an invisible decrease is like, but they're hard to do. Okay, so this round we do, I'm going to do it my regular way. I'm going to do 2 singles and a decrease. 2 singles and a decrease. Okay, let me see if I can show you. An invisible decrease. This is what they want you to do. To invisible decrease. We're going to put 2 stitches together, right? And this is brown yarn, so it's going to be even harder for you to see. But you know, each stitch has 2 loops. There's a front loop and a back loop. So to do an invisible, they want you to put your hook just in the front loop, and then you kind of swoop around. Oh, that wasn't too bad. And go into the next front loop like such. Then you pull through all 3 like that. Okay, maybe I'll keep trying it. Let's see. So we got to do, I got to remember which one I went through. Okay, I didn't go through this one. 1, 2, and then the front loop. So you got to get right through that front loop. And then you got to like twist your hook around and come back to grab the other. Well, that was easier. That's easier than working with the plushy yarns, that's for sure. Okay, I can do that. I thought it was going to be hard. I'm used to trying to do it with the plush yarn, but this was actually easy. That's a breeze. Easy breezy. And it just makes your decrease nicer, makes it invisible. That's what it does. It makes it invisible. Who would have thought it would be that easy to do with this yarn, right? Okay, our little pot's getting closed up at the top. Getting closed up. I want to decorate. You guys, I just want to decorate. Okay, next round is a single crochet and a decrease. Okay. Oh, she does have some polyfill. I see polyfill coming out. I see it coming out. A single crochet and a decrease. So you know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to leave you again. I'm going to have to go get polyfill. There's my decrease. Then a single crochet and a decrease. It's getting tight. Definitely getting tight. One more single crochet and a decrease. Okay. Now I think we're going to stuff our pot. Let's get ready to stuff our pot because I think that's next. I don't know. I have wondered that too. I have wondered if anybody is going to pick up the Susan Wingate Christmas painting. And I haven't seen anybody talk about it. Haven't heard anything about it. I don't know. All right, we're going to stuff our pot. I got a little tiny bag of polyfill here. It was a kit. I did a whole Well, you haven't seen it yet. I haven't even shown you the kit yet. I did all the projects from the kit. And this little polyfill came with it. Oh man, I cannot put all that in there. We should have filled this a little bit earlier because now we got a little tiny hole to stuff our big fat fingers into. Ah, I can't help myself. I need a tool. I need a tool to stuff my hole with. We need more. we need more. Ah, yes, Sherry. Yes. Ah, some of you may know what she's talking about. Okay. Look, we got like a little, it looks like a little footstool. It's a little poof. It's just a little poof. I think it's stuffed enough. We stuffed her enough. Now we're probably going to close it up. Are we going to close her up? Close her up. But wait, did you close it? I missed you closing. Any closing happening here? Hang on. After we don't just leave it, right? We don't leave an open hole. Okay, she's stuffing. She left an open hole. We're not leaving this open. No. I don't want to leave it open. No. She's done. That's it. We're done, folks. She's done. She stuffed it and then she stuffed it. I'm not doing that. We're gonna close this up because I don't like the hole. I know I got a needle. What did I do with my needle? I put it back in the needle thing. What did I do with the needle thing? You guys, where's the needle case at? It's probably sitting right in front of my face. There it is. No, it wasn't. It was underneath the yarn. We're going to close this up because I don't want it open. I do not want an open hole with polyfill sticking out and, So all you do is you just thread your needle and you just go through the front loop of each of the stitches you got left. Go through the front loop of each stitch. And you just pull and tug and it tightens. We got a ways to go yet. I probably would have done a whole nother round of decreases first. But, we're following her directions. Hey, the furnace just came on. I've told you guys about the furnace at the other house, right? I had to get a new furnace, new air conditioner, all that. That's what Dale just took to the scrap yard is the old stuff. This doesn't have to be super pretty, but I'm not going to make it ugly. I'm just going to make some nice little, I think it looks like a little footstool, a little poofy, one of those little poof footstools. That's what it looks like. So anyhow, he tore the furnace apart, tore the motor apart because, there's pieces and parts in there that you get more money for if you take out brass or copper, or you found some stainless. Those things are worth more than just your regular metal. So he tore it all apart down to its pieces, took it all in today. And he told me on the phone on my way home, he said, I got a surprise for him when you get home. I was like, okay, surprise. Okay. Well, my surprise was he gave me money. He gave me money from his scrap run because it was at my other house that I'm paying the bill. And so he gave me money from the scrap. I was like, ah, that was super nice. That was super nice of him. Boing. It's not perfectly flat at the bottom. We got to make this flatter. Nice thing with polyfill is you can just like push it around and stuff, and you can kind of make things. Make the poof stand first on its own, and then we'll stuff her in the tree. Then we'll stuff it in the tree. Okay, I'm going like this. See, I'm just. Oh, good, Sherry. I'm so glad. Okay, there. And then, boom. There it is. It still wants to roll. It still wants to wobble. Wobbly. Now, I think I would glue it in. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I can't make it flat. I can't make it flat. Okay. There. There we go. Ta-da! Now it's flat. But we have to attach the star still. So like I said, I think I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to take a little bit of yarn. Not much. Let me see. How far does this have to go through? Pull it all the way through. How far does it have to go? Uh-oh, that didn't stay glued. Did you see it? His top came off. Okay, we're going to have to re-glue our top. Okay, I'm going to use like this much yarn. This is what I'm going to do. We're gonna double whammy this. Bye, Karen. So first I'm going to put this on a needle, and I'm gonna run it through, like I'm gonna go in one of the valleys, not one of the points. I'm gonna go through a valley, and I'm just gonna run my yarn through there. Okay, like such. Now, before I do that, maybe I want to glue my top on again. Let's see if we can add some glue to our top piece here. Okay, let's add a lot of glue. It's fabric glue. It should, maybe this is why they use hot glue. I don't know. Come on. Oh, man, every time I do that, I get a whiff of glue. I'm going to get high here in a second, you guys. Okay, let's put her on there again. Okay, nothing else wanted to come off, now did it? No, the others are all glued pretty good. It was just that one. Okay, so what I want to do is I've got this run through there. I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to go all the way down through the center of my tree. All the way through all of these layers. And try not to stab myself. Okay, there. Feel the needle. Okay. And I'm going to pull it in like this. You see what I'm doing? I'm pulling it in like such. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep tugging. And it's, oh, I know what I need to do. Hang on. To do it like this, I got to do both sides. Okay, so I'm going to rethread this side, this string, 2 strands. I'm going to pull both of them through, right down the center. All the way down the center. Okay, this is what I saw somebody else do. I probably could have put both strands on at the same time. Okay, now I got my 2 strands. I'm going to tie this tight. Oh, I know what else I'm going to do. While I have this, I'm going to tie this tight right here. Okay. Oh, no, I can't do that with this one. I can't. I was going to put a bell in there. Now, if I wanted to hang this, I could put a bell in there. But I can't because we got the poof thing. Look, I mean, it's on there pretty tight. I might add a little dab of glue to each of the, I might add a little dab of glue underneath each of these points, but I got it tied in here nice and secure. Okay? Knotted it like 3 times. I wonder if I should run it through the poof. You know what I'm saying? Should I run the yellow through the poof to attach it to the poof? I don't know. Hello, Bella. How are you? Oh, cool. Yeah, let me know. I do have several left, and then I still have more to sell. So that'll be coming soon, too. Paintings to sell. Yeah. I've got more to sell. Okay. What would you do? Would you run these through the poof at the bottom just to keep the tree attached to the poof? Would you glue the tree onto the poof? What would you do? Okay, let's clean out some of our mess, first of all. I don't know. She just stuffs it in there and just leaves it like that, right? So she doesn't care if it comes off or not. I mean, there is a good reason to leave it on there because, you saw how I had to play with it a little bit to make it flat. It might be beneficial. You would sew it on there. So would you just would you sew the whole thing? Would you glue it? Would you glue it in there? You would bring the yellow string through to the bottom, right? And then tie it on the bottom. Let's see what we think about that. We can always take it off, right? I'm going to do both strands this time. Let's go right through the poof and see what we think. Oh, I kind of like this. I think I like it. I think I like that. Huh. I'm going to do that, you guys. I am going to do that. And then I'm going to tie it nice and secure. There. That's snug. It's not going anywhere. Do a double knot here. I'll do 3 just. Okay. And then, just like we do with all good amigurumi, we can stuff that right in the hole. Nobody will ever see it. Nobody will ever know. I like this. Okay, that worked. All right. Now, I am going to add some glue to my star to make my star stand up nice and... Okay. I still think these are too close. Like there's not enough room in between each little layer. I don't like how that... I'm going to try somebody else's pattern and see if there's have a little more space, a little more ruffly action. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I like that though. That worked. Good call. Good call, people. Good call, right? Okay. Um now, now, what do we get to do? Move some of this junk out of our way. Do we need that? Probably not. Do we need that? Probably not. Do we need this? Yes. Okay. What do we want to put on it? What do we want to put on it? I brought out this little box of goodies here because this has fun stuff. I can always tack that star later with glue, which I will do. These are so much fun. What do we want to put on our tree? And how many things? I want to put some of those, but I also want to put, I think I want to put a few fuzzy pom-poms. What do you think? So like, this is a snowman. This is going to be so much fun. This is a little red flower. This is a candy cane. Okay. A reindeer. It seems silly to put a Christmas tree on a Christmas tree. There's a stocking. The stocking is really little. A snowman. We have to have a snowman. The stockings are tiny. There's a fun little star. A little like teddy bear in a mitten. We already have Santa. Oh, that's a different Santa, but okay, I'm putting some stuff over here I want to use. I like this star. I like that star. That's a different reindeer. we have choices. We have choices. The candy canes and the stockings are all the same. The stockings are just little. They're like tiny. And then we got these. And we got these. Once I open these, I'll have to get like a little Ziploc bag. Oh, they have a sticky thing. Can you decorate too much? There's my question. Can you do too much? I don't know. How about a purple? Okay. Let's just start sticking some stuff on here. How's that? I hope this glue will hold. I do have snowflakes, but where are the snowflakes? This is where hot glue probably works better, right? Snowflakes. 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 These are big. Remember I bought this whole strand of let's see, where's the end? Let's cut off some snowflakes. Ooh, there it went. And these are just little white beads. I don't think I want those. I bought this just for the snowflakes. And then this one is kind of like a snowflake. Can you see this one? Can you see that? It's kind of like a red and white little snowflake. I don't think there's any other snowflakes in this set. No. Okay. All right. Well, we got one on there. We got one. I like this little purple. Oh, I got goober snots here. It went oozing out, guys. Come oozing out. Ah, this is fun. Okay, this is fun. I don't want to get carried away and do too many, but you know, this is where you can just have a good time. Have a good time. My glue is just really thick and like ooey bagooey, you know? Come on. He's not glued. This is cute. That's just so cute. I think I just want to alternate between the resin ones, the little plastic pieces, and the little pom-poms. And not do like a ton, but oh, there was a hole in the crochet. You know what I mean? There was a hole, and it went right through. Okay, how about a couple of snowflakes? Yeah, I can see the benefit of hot glue for sure. It's looking so cute. I need something to, let's put a yellow one down here. Poof, poof, poof. It's rolling the beads away. Come on. Oh, the joys of glue, right? Right down here. Well, that is fun. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to do too many. I don't want to make it look tacky, like ridiculous. I do like this little reindeer, though. I put a reindeer right there. Don't do that. How about a snowman? Let's put a snowman here. Look, you guys hung out for the fun part. You're here for the fun part. We're decorating our Christmas tree. Decorating the tree. I think it's time for a snowflake over here somewhere. I need some candy canes too. I gotta put a candy cane on. I haven't used the candy canes yet. How about here, here? I don't know. Here. I like that it just kind of spins around, you know? It's just spinning around. What colors haven't we used? We used a pink and a yellow and a blue. How about green? Ah, the green is weird. How about an orange? Let's do an orange. We got a long ways to go. We got a lot of decorating to do. I'm gonna have to clean off my glue bottle. Let's put him, I don't know, here. This is going to be interesting. That piece right there is all just holes. The glue is probably just going to go right through. Right? It's going to go right through all the holes. Okay, so let's do this. No, I don't want that there anyhow because that's another snowflake. Did we do a snowman? We just did a snowman. What else do we have? Let's do this little bear in the stocking. Let's put him on. Let me put him right here. Huh. What do you think? It's cute, isn't it? I think I do want to make the pink one. And I want to try like a different pattern, like somebody else's pattern. You know what I mean? There are some that get even taller than this, like 7 layers or more. I'd like to do like a larger one. That's what I'd like to do, a larger one. We got the whole back to decorate here. Okay, let me just show you. Let me ask you, is this enough? Is it too much? Is it too much? Is it too much? I'm not doing every single one. I'm just doing, see, I'm kind of like staggering around. Is it too much? Is it good? What do you think? I got to do back here. Got to do like the back side here. Let's put a reindeer up top. Mary Lou says it's cute. Okay. Thanks, Sherry. They're fun. I mean, they're fun. This is, putting a reindeer up here. I need something down there. I need a plastic piece down there. Let's put another one of these little red flowers. I like these little red flowery things. They're pretty. Maybe, Mary Lou. I might keep one. I don't know. We'll see. There, the red flower there. Oh, I definitely need a white snowflake on the back somewhere. I've been making, they're super cute. They're like a pot holder. And they're double layered and they have like a pocket. And you can put, what I'm putting in the pocket is cookie mix. Putting cookie mix and a decorative spatula inside them. I'll have to show you guys. I have already made one that is a gingerbread man. I like the gingerbread man. He's cool. I'm currently working on a snowman. I think I'm going to try one of these little candy canes. They're very little, but we forgot to put any candy canes on. But they're really cute. They're just these little pocketed pouch you can use as a pot holder. Okay, I need just a couple things through here, and then we're gonna call it good, I think. Might as well put a Christmas tree on the Christmas tree. Put a Christmas tree up here. And then something else down at the bottom. The bottom needs a fuzzy ball. That's what the bottom needs. It needs fuzzy ball. Don't have very many fuzzy balls on the bottom. Right. How about right here? Right there. You don't want to put too much, make it look like gaudy. But you need something in here. What do we put in there? How about a little teddy bear? Do we have a teddy bear anywhere nearby? No. No teddy bears nearby. It'll be covered with glue, right? By the time I'm done with this, I'm just going to be all gluey. Put a teddy bear down here. And then I'm going to do a fuzzy ball on the row above. A pink one. Let's do a pink one. Come on. I need glue. I need glue. I need glue more than anyone. Oh, come on. Oh, great. Great globs. Oh, there's too many balls there. I don't know. Now that I got it, now I don't know where I want to put it. There's two balls right there, and then I'm gonna put another one there. That needs a plastic thing there. And there's a pink one right there. Okay, we're putting it down here. We're just gonna put it right there. Best location I could find. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop because I don't want it to get to be too much, right? I don't want there to be too much on there. What do you think? What do we think? Let me bring it up close and I'll show you all the goodies up close. This would be what I call my kids' Christmas tree. Very, boy, the lighting is terrible for you guys. So we got some fuzzy balls. We got some plastic. There's a reindeer. I think that's enough. I'm going to add glue up here at the top. Let's do that real quick. While I have the glue out, I got it flowing. It's not flowing now. Oh, yes, it is. Hang on. Yes, it is. Let's put some glue right here. Okay. All right. Come over here. Put some glue right here. Okay. Hold those for a second. All right, folks, I think that's it. I think it's good. What do you think? I think she's good. Yeah, I want to do the pink one. I think the pink one will be gorgeous with all the different shades of pink. And then all of the little pink gems I have to put on it. I think it would be gorgeous. All right. Well, we did it. We made our little tree. I wish it was taller. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make the next one taller. This only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I've got a pattern. There's one that's 7 rounds. And so, yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, good, Mary Lou. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. Yeah, I'll probably sell that one. And I'm probably going to keep the pink one. That would be my guess. Because you know me, I love pink. And I love the pink Christmas idea. So I would probably keep the pink one. And put this one in the sale. Yeah. It's cute. Well, you guys, hang out next week and we'll make the pink one. Yeah, different sizes grouped together. Yes. There's somebody that has a pattern. You'd have to pay for her pattern. But the picture of them all together is like, they're so cool. She's just got a whole pile of not a pile, but you know what I mean, a whole grouping of them. And they just looked so cute all together. Hang on, I'm trying to look for something. She had like this. Like this. When they look like this, right? Just a whole group, different colors. And oh, look, they put a bow and a bell on the top. These are all the same size, and they're on a piece of wood. There's a purple one that gradiates. Oh, they put a lot of fuzzy balls on theirs and a few plastic pieces. I can't find those little tiny, tiny bells like they have. You see the itty bitty bitty bells they have on theirs? I can't find those itty bitty bells. That's a pattern for $2.79. How many layers do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7 layer. See? A 7 layer tree. I don't know. It might be worthwhile to invest in the pattern. I don't know. What is this? These are all Etsy patterns. Look at those. Wow. That's a $9 pattern. They're all cute. I mean, you know, they're all cute. What can you say? They are all cute. Stackable Christmas tree pattern. All right. I'm going to let you guys go so I can clean up my mess. I did. That stuff is too big. All of the miniature tree stuff was too big. I mean, because think about it. I mean, they're made for trees that are, you know, this big. So they're bigger than this stuff. This stuff is really tiny. I mean, because these aren't very big. I can just pick it up by his little star. He's cute. I still think he's not. I don't like how the layers go together very well. So we're going to try a different pattern next time for the pink one. See how we like that. All right. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'm going to let you go. Clean up my mess. And then see what I can get into. Oh, and with a star makes it tip over. It bends over. He's pretty straight now, actually, but at least the orange layer stayed glued this time. I can pick it up and it doesn't come off. So it's cute. I like it. All right. Goodbye, you guys. I'll see you later.